Dwane, I was talking around and asking some guys, Memphis is so banged up, but they just find a way to be competitive. They find a way to stay in a tough Western Conference. What is it about them? I mean, we know they're tough, but what is it about them and their style of play that makes them so effective?
They still have two of the toughest guys in our league, Tony Allen and Zach Randolph at their positions. You know, two hard-nosed players. Then you had Matt Barnes. So their toughness, they will themselves to win. So if you don't come out in your disposition, if you're not willing to fight for 48 minutes, they'll take your lunch, they'll take everything about you. So that's what this game is going to be about, your toughness, fighting their toughness and doing it for a longer period of time. And all the injury stuff, they still have good players at their position. Lance Stevenson's playing very well for him. Farmar is playing very well for him, who's an experienced NBA player. So they still have good players. They just haven't been together for a long time. But they still take on Tony Allen and Zach Randolph's playing personality on both ends of the floor.
It was basically a foregone conclusion, but you did win the Atlantic Division last night. What does it mean to the group and to you?
Well, anytime you win anything, you know, in our franchise history, it's important. It's 20 years, it's 3 in a row we won. We're proud of that. But we also know that that's not the end game. You know, our end game is continue to win, continue to advance in the playoffs. Winning the playoffs, first of all, is the end game. But when you get to the point where you poo-pooing winning a division, that's, you know, we even though with the year we won the championship in Dallas, we appreciated winning, and you never overlook that. You never downplay that, no matter what the end goal is. So the guys were proud of it. They appreciate it. They've earned it. They fought for it. They're gaining the league's respect, but also too, we're not satisfied.
You're also going after the 22nd road win, which equals last year and the year before. This team's road record has been very impressive for the cities you've won in. What's that say about them, do you think?
Well, the toughness, the mental toughness I think it takes to win on the road. Our players, you know, are kind of have a us against them road mentality. They've developed that for a long period of time, and again, you know, we understand when we go on the road, there's not a lot of people pulling for us and not a lot of people respecting us yet. So we have that mentality. We have to keep that mentality to continue to win on the road.
What's the key in the road, Dwane? Like defense?
Well, the mental toughness on taking care of the basketball, having the defense travel, you know, and again, keeping low turnovers. And when you start turning the ball over, especially on the road, is when you get in trouble.
Well, in this stretch, it ends the team's sort of like Western Conference schedule. Has this year been differently, you think? Like when you look back at West versus East?
The whole year has been different. You can't really put this year because of so many things. The All-Star game being in Toronto, the London trip. There's a lot of variables that went into that, the arena availability. I don't know, you know, so there's a lot of things that go on because this year's schedule has been strange, to say the least. But again, like I say, this 82 games, 40, you know, so you got to make sure you just play it out. You can't put a lot of credence in, you know, where you are, who you're playing. Is just go out and maintain your identity. And I think that's one thing our group has done over the last 3 or 4 years. We've established an identity of who we are, our style of play, you know, who our scores are, who the ball is going through, and again, putting an importance on the defensive end.
Nice to have Damari back. Hey, Dwane.
Yeah, it is. It's good to have him back, and you know, we'll see how his body responds. And he's excited. He's positive. Everything is good. So, you know, we'll go from there.
How do you look? I mean, it's been a while.
Shoot-around? Yeah. What do you look like in shoot-around?
I don't watch, so I don't know.
Okay. So it's not a lot you can tell. Look like DeMar to me. So no, he looks good. I mean, he's moving well, cutting well, shooting well. So again, it's about how his body responds to, you know, what we're doing. I mean, you can't tell a lot in shoot-around because, you know, it's. I get upset just watching guys go through the sets and defensive schemes. So, but he's looking good.